So when you're first working on this etude, I'd recommend starting out by playing everything glissed. So imagine that there's a little like wavy gliss line in between each of the notes there, and play it at a pretty healthy dynamic level too, like at least a forte, and that'll help you really move air between the notes. So when you add the tongue back in, like when you're playing it normally, then it'll be way easier to play it smooth and connected, which is of course what we want when we're playing a legato etude like a Bordogni. Another tip is that even though there are quite a few dynamic markings and crescendos and decrescendos written into this etude, I'd recommend maybe don't completely throw them out, but take them with a bit of a grain of salt, just because in most Bordoni etudes, at least in the Alan Rafe edition that I have, there's usually like a piano marking at the beginning and then like maybe a forte or two like halfway through, and that's pretty boring if you do it as written. So again, I'd recommend using the written markings as kind of a baseline and then build off of them, experiment them, and try to go further with it. You can try changing up the dynamics from piano to forte. You can do all sorts of crescendos and decrescendos in there. Rubato, which is like the kind of pushing and pulling of time, sort of like rallentandos and accelerandos, just on a smaller scale. You can do vibrato, which is kind of the wavering, especially on the long notes. It works super well. Just have fun with it. See what you can do. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as what I did, or anybody else that you hear. But try to make this etude your own. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I don't really know what's going to be next for this series. I hope to keep doing Bordoni and then maybe branch out to some Blazevich or some Arbins or some Brad Edwards etude books at some point. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.